And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, had he opted for the touchback.
I deserve that. It's time to learn that. Mess around and put it.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jamal Adams. Boy, an aggressive play call to start this game. It backfired, but aggressive, no question about that.
Is that one of those statement calls? Trying to let you know that they're going to be aggressive right out of the gate. But that one hung up just a little bit too long. He made a nice play on the ball defensively and was able to pick it off.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now. 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
His 49-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Check 26, check 26. Check the backer, check the backer.
From just shy of midfield, Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Watch 98, watch 98. 98's the mic. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Now Wilson. Going right side here, and that's complete. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And now that'll kick out of bounds, and this is going to be spotted back at their own 30. Oh, man.
30-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
A gain of 22 yards. 1st down, Steelers.
On first down, it's Haskins. And he connects with Vance McDonald. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 16 more on that one and another first down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, it's Haskins. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Quandre Diggs there defensively.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe.
To throw again, Haskins. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Second down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Again, it's Haskins. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. The 40, the 30. 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Haskins. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 30 big ones.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Haskins out of the gun. He'll get this one to McFarland out of the backfield. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards, the final tally.
First down, Steelers.
Haskins going to throw again. And that is incomplete. Johnson the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again. Haskins. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. That's complete. It's Anthony McFarland. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Give him 9 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Anthony McFarland, his first carry of the ball game. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. So their first drive of the game already trailing, having given up points. A little surprised that they went for it, right?
Maybe the big guy, the head coach, senses this is going to be a shootout type of a game. That they've got to match them point for point, as opposed to, hey, we'll get them later. Maybe he just has that sense, and that's why he decided to go for it there.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. T.J. Watt in on the tackle.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
On 2nd down now, it's Carson. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
Six 0 our score after 1.
With the score, Seahawks 6, Steelers 0.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down.
Check, 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 check. Kill, kill, kill.
Now Wilson. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks.
At the 30-yard line.
What we got? Hey, check right. Watch it, come on, baby, come on.
This is Carson, and they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
On second and 12, Wilson. And this is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
Gain of 7.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Check 55, Mike. Watch the pass.
They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
On is the punt team now as this one sent away. Taking it about the 16. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, first and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own side.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. Throwing on second and 8. Haskins. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Quandre Diggs there defensively.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. Man open, that's Ray McLeod. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. Throwing now, Haskins on first down. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
First down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing again, here's Haskins. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 23 yards on the play.
23 yards. First down, Steelers.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis in this first half of action. Now Haskins on 1st down. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Haskins to the goal line, but it's incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
To throw on 3rd down. Haskins forced out to his left. Haskins hit, and he lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try.
7-yard attempt.
Boswell's kick is good. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3.
Steelers.
So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points, and now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now it's Carson. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
29-yard line. A gain of 13. It's 3rd down and 6.
On 3rd down, Carson And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Haskins. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
16 yards. First down, Pittsburgh.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Operating from the gun. Haskins looking deep here for Ebron. And yet again, Haskins is intercepted. 3rd time. Picked up by Jamal Adams.
Haskins pass intercepted. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. Taken about 7 yards deep, and this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review some.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
Another try after the first down sack. Wilson, that's complete. It's Carson out of the backfield. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down.
10 at the 35-yard line.
Couldn't ask for much more. Here. Here's Carson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. They run it with Carson. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
You know that old expression, it's not my night?
2 yards.
It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Here we go, D, get off the field.
From just shy of midfield, Wilson. And Olsen over the middle. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 43. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43.
Watch 98, watch 98, 98's the mic. All you get is a headache. All you get is a headache.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Set him back 5. So the delay of game penalty moves it back 5. That makes it 2nd and 10.
Watch 98. 98's the mic. Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go.
On 3rd down, it's Carson, and he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the 3rd quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
It's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up where you're permanent. 6 figures every year, yeah, I earn that. At the front of this line is where my turn at.
Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Ricky. 198. Watch 98. 98's the mic. All day, baby. All day.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now 2nd and 11 from the 32.
198. Watch 98. 98's the mic. Defense wins championships, baby.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
98's the mic. Who that? Hatchet. Slam.
Now it's Wilson. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And with very little time left on the play clock, Pete Carroll's going to call timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
98's the mic. Hey, watch your leg. 198. Watch 98. 98's the mic. Hey, we have it.
Wilson. And caught left side, Olsen. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
And 5 at the Steelers' 14-yard line.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
So the delay of game penalty moves it back 5. That makes it 2nd and 10. Again, Wilson. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. T.J. Watt. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Here's Wilson to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Stephon Tuitt, his 2nd sack of the night.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sack.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
Today's sports coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel, and they're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Started now, the kicker, Chris Boswell. And off we go from Cleveland. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First carry for Nick Chubb, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was brought down.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They toss it left side to Chubb. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
55.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 35-yard line.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage.
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Alex Highsmith with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brought down by Sean Davis.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
It's a room to maneuver. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, 38 yards. And the Browns have taken the early lead. So they start this game just like they won. Opening drive touchdown, a nice run there to finish it off.
Yeah, that's what we call an explosive run because of the distance. And being able to do that, that puts a little uncertainty in the minds of your opponent.
Cody Parkey is on now for the point after. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns.
Makes the score Browns 7, Steelers nothing.
score. It's Parkion to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. Pressure gets to Haskins, and down he goes. The #1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him.
Loss of 9 yards. It's 2nd down.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Haskins, flush to his right. That's into the hands of his running back, McFarland. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. Out to his left. And his throw is incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, his intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Haskins. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. On the run, here's Anthony McFarland. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll be 4th down. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. It'll be a 20-yard gain on the play. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Browns 7, Steelers nothing.
On 1st down, McFarland. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now Haskins. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
They'll run with McFarland. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10.
He was brought down.
Give him 2 yards on that play. And this long drive is going to continue as they move the chains again. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Now a run with McFarland. And a nice pick up there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Haskins will throw. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Deontay Johnson there to make the grab. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
That ties the game at 7. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot. Yeah. But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kissed it on the ground.
12 yards there and a first down. Now left side on the swing pass. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll get this pretty close to a first down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 43-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. They run again on first down. Chubb. Past the 20. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. A big play that time out of Chubb. 42 yards. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sport. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. It's a 1-yard touchdown run for Nick Chubb. And the Browns have taken the lead. Not a bad start for him. 2 drives for the offense, 2 rushing TDs.
Almost like he's in the percussion section in the band, isn't it? Got a little oomph, right? Got a little crash, got a little bang. He's got it all as he gets to the end zone. 2nd rushing touchdown, as you noted, on 2 drives. He's off to a terrific start.
Okay, you ready? Wait for it. But now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
He'll get this one to McFarland out of the backfield. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there and a first down.
And the Steeler first down.
Out of the shotgun, Haskins flushed out right. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
The tackle by Sione Taki.
Throwing again on second down. Haskins, and he fires one incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Haskins. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Denzel Ward right there in coverage to get the hand in.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56. Check. 56 is Mike, 56 is Mike.
They'll indeed go for it with Haskins. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. 2 first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Haskins back to the air. Buying time to his left. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Browns 21. Steelers 7. Cody Parkey set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Haskins out of the gun. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
From the gun, Haskins on third down. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Kevin Johnson.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Shoot.
Coming right, this is Chubb on the toss. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
The tackle made by Joe Hayden.
A toss play to Chubb, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
That's good.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. The D-tackle, Sheldon Richardson, came barreling in for the sack.
3 yards. It's 2nd down.
Check four.
First carry for James Conner. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Ball carrier.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Haskins to throw it. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They'll try and throw for it here. That's to his running back, complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. 1st down on a pickup of 11.
Pittsburgh.
From the gun, Haskins. He'll rifle this one deep, and that's caught inside the 30. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Deontay Johnson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers have now made this a 1-score game. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
The Browns take over 1st and 10. their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started, and their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. And good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. 2nd down coming up.
A 3-yard pickup.
And again, it's Chubb. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today.
The tackle made by Joe Hayden.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. They'll run on 1st down. McFarland, and shutting him off, now open field.
Come on, bring it,
And
baby.
he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
The ball carrier.
A 23-yard run. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
For the point after.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 46-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Mayfield. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me?
On the carry, it's Chubb. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
They run it again with Chubb. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Mayfield to throw it. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
4th down and less than a yard.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? They'll try and run for it with Janovich. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. A first down throw for Mayfield. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. And we're back now here in Cleveland. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. They run. Chubb. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. Tyson Alualu in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down.
For the field goal, a 43-yard attempt.
And Parkey's kick is good. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
A gain of 27.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
1st down.
Operating from the gun, Haskins. Yet again, Haskins is intercepted. 3rd time. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
41-yard line.
Here's Mayfield. He's got Hooper on the short connection. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
42-yard line.
Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down.
A gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 9.
To throw, Mayfield. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield.
That's good.
Big hook up there. Forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
2nd and 7.
On the ground, it's Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Browns add on to their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. What a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, and he's got him in the lead. Parkey with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Haskins looking to throw on first down. Over the middle, complete. It's Johnson. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Deontay Johnson, 54 yards. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again.
Chris Boswell.
Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
38-yard line.
Chubb. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They toss it left side to Chubb. Room here to run. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
So up comes Mayfield as his guys will go for 2. Here's Chubb to try to run it in. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the two-point conversion to extend this lead.
Steelers 28. Cody Parkey set to kick off.
Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. From the gun, Haskins. Escaping the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Following the interception, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And that'll bring up second down.
Down and 10.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Chubb. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Now Mayfield, able to shake it off. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Now whistles and a timeout called here.
Tackle made back at
Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. He's going to look deep now for Landry. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over.
Final score, Browns.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Browns, and they're happy in the dog pound as we say so long from Cleveland. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Washington football team. The kicker, Dustin Hopkins, set to get this one going. And off we go from Cleveland. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First carry for Nick Chubb. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Eluding the pressure right. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing, but to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
It was Jacob Phillips who was able to bring him down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
On second down, it's Gibson, and he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And all the way down to the 36-yard line. A big play that time out of Chubb, 49 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. That one 28 yards on the ground. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that would look like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Thomas Davis. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll lead here to a third down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
From the gun on third down, Smith. This is brought in by Gibson. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line.
A gain of 9.
It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. On first down, Gibson. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Browns' 17-yard line.
Out of the gun, Smith. Got a man. It's Gibson complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
To Antonio Gibson. A gain of 6 yards.
On third down, it's Gibson. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Washington.
Three 0 after 1 on EA Sports.
3, Browns 0.
From the gun, here's Smith. His pass caught at the 4. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
On 2nd down now, it's Gibson, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. And this is picked up by the Browns. He's at the 50. 30, 20, 10, and he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for Browns TD.
Touchdown, Browns.
How about that for a momentum swing? You had it goal to go. Not only do you cough it up, but they pick it up and return it all the way for a touchdown.
And now you have to give oxygen to the entire team because what a letdown that was. Terrific drive. Looked like you're going to get points. Instead, the other team registers them on the scoreboard.
Cody Parkey is on now for the point after. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Makes the score Browns 7, Washington 3.
Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And by rule, that comes out to the 40-yard line, so good opportunity for this offense with solid field position. A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. A shotgun snap for Smith. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Carl Joseph. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. The 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, 55 yards. And the Browns were able to strike quickly for 6.
Sometimes running plays hit or break so fast, there's no reaction time from the secondary. So I've got to give credit to the offensive line for creating that hole so suddenly. And how decisive was he to take that cut and just go? No one downfield there to stop him.
They get the conversion. And, Charles, when you only have 2 yards to go, what do you think of the toss play? Because initially it kind of sets you back a little bit.
It does, especially if you get a lot of pressure coming towards you. But if you can get to the edge, if you seal the edge with your blocking, often your tackle or your tight end on what they call the play side where the ball goes, you can get to the corner, and that allows those big guys to get out ahead of the runner.
On 1st and 10, Smith. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off, and he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. A give. This is Chubb. Pushing through tacklers at the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Handoff comes to Chubb. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd.
On 2nd and 12, Mayfield looking left side. That's caught by Landry.
Baker Mayfield.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Complete to Jarvis Landry.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. He's got the first down inside the 10. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
with Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. So up comes Mayfield as his guys will go for 2. Here's Chubb to try to run it in. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Operating from the gun, Smith got an open man. It's Harmon.
Smith.
Call it a gain of 5, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 46-yard line.
From the gun, Smith. Catch is made. It's Harmon. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
A gain of
12 yards there and a 1st down.
Washington.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Logan Thomas, 42 yards. And Washington able to close the gap just a bit. It's up, it's true as they get back in it a bit here. It's now 23-10.
Browns 23, Washington 10. Dustin Hopkins to kick off for Washington.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. A toss play to Chubb. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. The tackle by Cole Holcomb.
4 yards on the pickup.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Mayfield. And his throw here's incomplete. Nick Chubb, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb, and he's got enough for the 1st across midfield to the 48.
Cleveland
Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That's good for a Cleveland 1st down, an 11-yard pickup. Gonna give this time to the tailback. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. Chubb will get the call running left. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb as the first half is winding down. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Parkey adds the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20.
10. Cody Parkey set to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Smith. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
It's second down.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. He'll air this out deep for Harmon. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And how about this line out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. And this is going to be covered up by Washington. But gutsy call there. Yates at the locker room with a lead. Tried the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They're already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 15 yards the pickup. First down, Washington.
First down, Washington.
They'll run on first down. Gibson. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Ball carrier.
Antonio Gibson. 33 yards. And Washington able to cut into that deficit. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And again, it's Chubb. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. Fighting through pressure. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Montez Sweat gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. Here's Jamie Gillen now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball that cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back.
Momentum started to shift a little bit when they scored the touchdown. It increased when the defense got them the ball back. Momentum definitely in their favor. Now they got to keep things cranking, keep it on high so they can keep cutting into that lead.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
It's a gain of
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one good for 26 and a first down.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Smith on first down. And it's incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, but it'll be 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
And they'll try the jet sweep here. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
Dancing to his left. And it's caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Before they can snap it, time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. Here's Smith. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, but now it's 3rd and goal.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. J.D. McKissick there to make the grab. And Washington has made this a one-score game.
For the extra point.
Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. Flexing his muscle. And he's free going down the left side.
One play at
it's
a time.
foot
Here we go.
race. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, 56 yards. And the Browns add on to their lead.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
Here's Chubb to try to run it in. And he is into the end zone again. So get him some oxygen. He scores on the long run and then punches in the 2-point conversion for good measure. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. To the 25.
Danny Johnson on the return. Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 76 yards. And Washington able to make this a close game again.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this. I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Hopkins with the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Things sure were looking good for them at the half. Heck, off the air, you and I were just saying they might run away with this thing and cruise to a victory. Not anymore.
Yeah, the cruise control has to be off at this point. Now you've got to mash the gas yourself. Again, who's going to step up and make a big play for you? Who's going to take care of business now that you're being pressed? It is definitely go time for them at this moment.
All of a sudden clinging to a slim lead and hoping to hold on to that lead. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
45-yard line.
Mayfield now. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
That's another Browns first down. First and 10 at the 26.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a second and 14. It's a gain of 4, but they're still looking up here at a tough 3rd and 11.
He was brought down at the 26. A gain of
Mayfield looks to throw.
3rd and 11.
And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Throwing, Mayfield. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. A loss of 8 that time, and it brings up 3rd down.
An 8-yard loss.
Now Mayfield.
It's now 3rd.
And that will be incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. The kick by Parkey is good. And that will extend their lead even further. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses them about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now it's Smith. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
So Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts
as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. 56 to Mike, boy. 56. Check 56. Man, we gotta get this stop here, dude.
Smith now to throw. That's going to be caught. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow. And there's the touchdown that they needed, so they'll celebrate. But the guys on the sidelines, they've got to stay focused. The onside kick team, they need them to get the ball back.
Yeah, part 1 of the equation done. Now they need to convert and then get that onside kick.
41.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Dustin Hopkins to kick off for Washington.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They run it again with Chubb. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout
as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. On the carry, it's Chubb. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it.
I'm here all day. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55. It's our time.
Mayfield to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is incomplete.
Today's final score, Browns 41. Washington.
Well, Charles, a pretty exhilarating finish to the end of this ball game. At the end, the Hail Mary prayers, though, they went unanswered. Could have won it, but couldn't get it done.
Almost felt schoolyard or playground, didn't it? You remember when you called that play? Everybody just go long and try and find someone open. They gave it a shot, but unable to successfully complete it.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Browns, and they're happy in the dog pound as we say so long from Cleveland.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel, and they're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Washington football team.
Dustin Hopkins to kick off for Washington.
The kicker, Dustin Hopkins, set to get this one going. And off we go from Cleveland. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
On the return, the Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd.
Here's Mayfield. And right away, he lost the football. The points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Flush to his right. He finds Beckham complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Chubb. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And his his throw's going to be incomplete. Ronald Darby that time, the one who got a hand in and knocked it free.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
One heck of a third down conversion, 33 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. After the interception, here's Smith. Big hold of the 30. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And all the way up to the 31-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. Smith. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as he'll go for 2. Following the interception, Mayfield. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful.
Washington, nothing. Set to kick off.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. So that'll back them up 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
56.
From the gun, here's Smith. That one caught by Gibson. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Gibson. A gain of 6 brings up 2nd and 9 at the 25-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Smith.
And he'll get this to Antonio Gibson complete.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
And that'll be complete to the running back, Gibson.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Washington.
Throwing again is Smith. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a 1st down.
And the Washington 1st down.
Now a play fake, and it's Smith. They'll roll him out right. And this is incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
2nd and 10.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. To throw again, Smith. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 30.
13 yards there and a Washington 1st.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
One quarter down, 8-0 the score.
With the score, Browns 8, Washington 0.
On 1st down, it's Smith.
We'll find Gibson here, complete.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Smith now to throw. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Sheldon Richardson busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
It's 3rd down.
And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. Now Smith.
being chased out left. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Sheldon Richardson able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down. They toss it left side to Chubb. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 49-yard line.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. It's a gain of 6.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Coming right, this is Chubb on the toss. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. 2 minutes to play in the first half of an 8-3 game.
10 at the 11-yard line.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
Browns 16, Washington 3. Cody Parkey set to kick off.
Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. And a mistake, a surprising mistake there in the kicking game as he sends that one out of bounds. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. From the gun, Smith. On the crossing route, complete. That's Thomas. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's second down. Operating from the gun, Smith. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Smith. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. From 19 yards away. And Washington has made this a 1-score game.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing. Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done.
Dustin Hopkins to kick off for Washington.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
On the return, the Browns take over 1st and 10. At their own 22-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Running for it, here's Chubb. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. And they've got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they hit the ball before it went 10 yards. I know that's tough, but you got to stay disciplined.
It is difficult because you're so eager to go get the football. It's that type of a play, but you're exactly right. You have to have the discipline to let it go 10 first.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Smith. Got a man, it's Gibson, complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down. Here's Smith. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. He's at the 30, past the 20, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a
too many syllables.
Yeah. You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. B.J. Goodson coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. They'll fake it. Now Smith. And he slings one that's incomplete. Kelvin Harmon, the man he was looking for. But now it'll be 3rd down.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
3rd and long, it's Smith. That one is slant to McLaurin. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
Washington.
On 1st down, Smith. He's going to drop this one down to Gibson. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
To the air again, Smith. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 43. 13 yards there and a Washington first.
1st down, Washington.
On 1st and 10, Smith. That's complete to his tight end, Sprinkle. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 40-yard line.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he will be taken down, but not before he gets this to the Browns' 8. He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out a way to make that at the point of attack, at the line of scrimmage, because once he gets through, he's shredding them.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And Washington able to make this a close game again. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
They'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. A run for Nick Chubb. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long. Mayfield now from the 50. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Chase Young. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
17.
And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Working out of the gun. Mayfield flushed out right. He finds Beckham complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. What a chance they just took. A huge chance. They go for it on 4th down, wind up getting the first.
Go ahead and admit it. You thought it was a bad call, didn't you?
I did, yes.
I think any normal person did. How about him picking it up? Give him credit.
Chubb on 1st down, not going to go anywhere as he'll lose 3 on that one. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. They run. Chubb. Pretty nice, aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Now Chubb.
3rd and 7.
And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Mayfield. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
2-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this 4th quarter deficit. And this series could very well determine our outcome. After the interception, here's Smith. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 18. Then he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Following the interception, Mayfield. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. So up comes Mayfield as his guys will go for 2. Throwing, Mayfield. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead.
17. Cody Parkey set to kick off.
Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. And And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Greedy Williams picks it off. And he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back. So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. Out of the gun, Smith. He'll air this out deep for Harmon. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Smith, middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
Washington 1st down.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
8 yards.
A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
At the 41-yard
To throw again on 2nd down, Smith off to Thomas on the left side. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Washington.
Throwing again is Smith.
One of the things you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
At the 28-yard line.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Myles Garrett in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
And it's 3rd.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28.
It's now
4th down, Smith. And he finds McLaurin. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Now it's Smith. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
That's the reason we going for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Smith throwing again. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like,
Washington,
yeah, you know,
Doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Dustin Hopkins to kick off for Washington.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Now Donovan Peoples-Jones. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started, and they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offensive tumbling.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
31-yard line.
They run again on first down, Chubb. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. And he's going to have a Browns first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
A toss play to Chubb. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
At the 47-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. On the ground, it's Chubb. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First and 10 at the
Mayfield. And he'll take a shot here for Hooper downfield. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Browns, and they're happy in the dog pound as we say so long from Cleveland.